Alright, well hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Chow, coming in with attempt number 2 at our PokeMMO Nuzlocke. For those who saw the final installment in round 1, we lost to a bit of a rookie move. We tried to do the dojo prior to Erica's gym to try to get that that fighting type because our team was looking pretty thin. You know, rookie mistake. But just to keep the runs from being totally identical, I'm actually going to go with, let me see, give me just a sec, I apologize. Alright, sorry about that, guys. So, like I was starting to say, what I don't want to do is have these attempts all just have the exact same start. So, you know, the hope is that this will be the one we do it in. But I will not use the same starter twice. So, Bulbasaur is off the table. So our options are Squirtle or Charmander. Of the two, Charmander has the weaker start, but does pop off in late game once he becomes Charizard. That being said, Squirtle will give us the easier start. Given we wiped as early as we did in the last encounter, I am feeling a Squirtle. We will run into a similar issue we ran into last time with Surge giving us issues. But ultimately, we should be able to get the solution to that. And hopefully we won't have 1,000 Abras in our way this time. So, what did we end up with? Ooh, a female Squirtle. That's a 1 in 8 chance, I believe. That does give our rival a Bulbasaur, which late game is going to be both fortunate and unfortunate for us. Venusaur, once it reaches the end game, I believe has 2 different status effects, and then Razor Leaf and Mega Drain, or is Takedown one of them? I do not 100% remember, but ultimately him getting that Venusaur at the end will be better than him having a Charizard anyway. One minor adjustment that I am making to this run that most likely won't affect it anyway is that... Oh, and of course, Nuzlocke rules don't go into effect until I get my 5 stack of Pokeballs, so even if like we KO Amon and it gives us a ball, we're still not going to take it. But one minor edit I'm making to the run is any battle that resets our Pokemon's HP after the battle is over, I will not count wipes associated with that battle. Just simply due to the fact it does revive them on the spot. So like I'm fairly certain it's the rival battle that's in Oak's gym right there, as well as the first rival battle that you encounter, will both fall into that rule set. This basically keeps extreme early wipes from happening because That first rival battle, I will be completely honest, I'm never patient enough to get my mons to a decent level beforehand because they're both level 9. So ideally, you would like to have at least your starter be level 10 and then have a secondary Pokemon at level 9 so you have that edge. And then, of course, get our free potion here. One reason why I did not delete my prior character is that I do, once I have this challenge complete, I do want to have all of our mons that we caught. So it's kind of a shame that we did get rid of Flyboy and Freebug. Although I don't think either one of them had any stats that were really noteworthy. Big reason why is once we get to a main account where we're no longer doing a challenge, I would like to put kind of a focus on breeding and of course ultimately shiny hunting as well. But my big reason for starting the channel in the first place was basically like on a personal level. Wait, why did I do that? We're just gonna act like that didn't happen because I need the XP from the grass. So reset. I needed to see that this could be done, and the people needed to see it too. So I figured best to record it, post it for you guys. That way maybe it incentivizes perhaps a bigger streamer down the way to attempt this challenge in a more widely public view. Or, who knows, this could be my Discovery series as well. And I may be able to join the greats, like, just to name a few, Nintendo, Sauce McGavin, a few of those, you know, bigger name PokeTubers. That would be kind of sick. Of course, yeah, let's be realistic here. But can't hurt a man to try. But so yeah, that's how we're going to, you know, self-reflection aside. So looks like we got our Squirtle up to level 8. Oh, I forgot to name her. Same as with our Bulbasaur. I'm naming her as a reference to the anime. So we got Shell Shocker. Not Shecker. Shocker. Alright, let's bring Oak his package. And we will get on the way. And we now have our set of 5 Pokeballs. So first encounter, essentially of the run. Let's see what we end up with. We have the 960, so we can get an extra 4 balls. We're definitely going to want those because we do have the 4 encounters. One in the route here, one off to the side, one in the grass prior to the forest, and one in the forest itself. Since we do not have Bulbasaur, ideally, what I would like to have out of the first route, I would like to get either a Hoot or a Rattata, which I know Hoot's a night exclusive, so okay, cool. There's our Rattata. The big reason why is, you know, our Rattata in the previous run didn't really get given much love. Poor Ratarina. Lost her too soon. I don't think she ever even got... I don't think she ever became Eradicate. But, given this one is a male, Ratarina is not an option. Plus speed, minus attack, so a win-loss there. Ooh. Rough in the HP department. Well, you know, could be worse. We have Runaway as an ability, so not the greatest, not the worst. let's go ahead and just to be funny, embrace the memes. Top percent. The reason why we don't want Pidgey, Pidgeot is kind of an underwhelming member, to put it straight. Having a Squirtle on the team, assuming that she survives for a while, does mean that we won't be super pressed to have to level our Magikarp. Of course, we are going to want to have Gyarados on our team for the Elite Four, but it won't be like a super hard press thing where like we have to do it. Unlike the previous attempt, where if it weren't for Carpiana, we wouldn't have made it as far as we did. Let's see. So, I know we've only lost a little bit of health, but let's hit the Pokemon Center and do that real quick. Cool. And then head over to the mart, buy our 4 balls to increase our stock, especially if in the forest we run into a Pikachu. Extreme unlikelihood, by the way, but it's very well possible. I want to say it's on like a 15% spawn rate, if even that. So let's hit the grass over here. Best option, given that we already have a counter for Brock over here, would be someone from the Nidoran line. However, Mankey would also be pretty nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. If we didn't have a water type starter, Nidoqueen would be the better option. Please, okay. Cool. We're not to the point of like OHKOing them. We can get one more tackle in. Chuck a ball and go from there. What this will do is, by the time we get to Surge, we can evolve you into a Nidoking. Gentle Nature. I mean, that'll definitely help with your weakness to water types and your weakness to psychic types. If anybody knows what this is a reference to, let me know down below. Or if you're watching this live, let me know on the right hand side here. Your chat should be right about in this area. Or if you're watching on mobile, your chat will be down here. Alright, so we've actually gotten 2 pretty nice encounters. See if we can keep the ball rolling. In this grass up here, I would like for the rare spawn Oddish to appear. I want to say it's a daytime exclusive spawn, so we're good there. Come on, give me something. Okay, I'll take a Pidgey. I will take a Pidgey. It's not the most ideal, but this does give us a counter for Erica. Just go with the tackle, since it doesn't have the stab. This early on, you definitely don't want to risk losing any. Oh, a feisty Pidgey. Okay, I'll hit you. I will swap to Kang. This is both good and bad. Status effects increase catch rate, but poison whittles this thing down, so if it doesn't stay. And it's a male, so... Got Bird Boy back, guys. Rapid spin. Yeah, I think we... Yeah, most definitely. Oh, yeah. We replace tackle. No questions asked. Puts our Squirtle at level 9. Good old Shell Shacker. And Bubble. Actually really nice for the group battles that could potentially occur. Where did the sound go? Kind of ominous. Just take away Tail Whip. Withdrawal is nice if we have to bolster our defenses. Hopefully our sound comes back. This is kind of eerie. Cool. Alright, plus attack. Nice. Alright, Bird Boy, you're back. Bird Boy the Pidgey. Alright, and then we got one more encounter, and then have a small training montage, and get ready for the rival battle. Okay, so in the forest here, we've got Pikachu as a potential option, Caterpie line, Weedle line, Spinarak as a nighttime encounter, Dupes Clause. We already got a Pidgey, so this one can be a KO and go on to the next one. Gonna fight back. I honestly expected that water gun to do a little bit more. Then again, Squirtle is more of a defensive Pokemon too. Which is kind of why you don't really want to use the Squirtle line in a Nuzlocke. Unless you're in need of a tank. And then we'll just go ahead and use Rapid Spin to finish it off. Because, like, in a Nuzlocke, you definitely want to hit him hard, hit him fast. Don't let him hit you back. You know. Less risk that way. Okay, Weedle. Wait, we're level 7 Weedle even. Doubling up on the poison types, so not the most ideal. But I do like the fact that it is pretty well leveled already. We'll just use a Rapid Spin, that way we don't have that stab. Hit it twice. As long as it doesn't crit, we're good. And chuck a ball, and that'll be our team. Alright. And what do we got? Docile Nature. No stat changes. Nice physical attack. Little below average speed. Yeah, so let's go ahead and go with the name for the Weedle. We're going to assume this is going to make it to a Beedrill, so. Bee King. Not to be confused with Sea King. Okay, so we've got our team. Couple of ones I wanted, couple of ones I didn't. But, you know, one good thing about this guy, though, yeah, one level and we'll be a Kakuna. Let's look at moveset. We do pick up Bug Bite at level 9, so I feel like we should hold off evolution until we get Bug Bite. as I don't believe that Kakuna learns it. Alright, so let's get our guys up to 10. Shell Shocker should be like 1 or 2 encounters away. We'll go down here. Should be the simplest encounters. One pseudo concern that I have is, you know, we don't have a lot of balls left. Oh, crud. Hopefully this don't catch. Cool. Well, now we have even less. In the event that Shiny Clause comes into play, I really don't want to miss out on a Shiny because I ran out of Pokeballs. It would be an unfortunate turn of events. So, although it is the weakest option for later on, I think I definitely want to put Weedle in the front as far as like the leveling order goes. Alright, Water Gun should be Oko. Okay, cool. There's our Tending. So, swap Weedle to the front. I didn't even look to see if it had any special moves either. Okay, Poison Sting, String Shot, so... Okay, so you always forget, you know, the little amount of damage that Poison Sting actually does until it's your only move. Which is why I'm waiting to evolve until we have Bug Bite. That hurt a little bit. Alright. And back to the old grind. Ooh. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm not even going to attempt to fight this guy with our B-King. We'll just swap straight into Kang. Like Kang. Another Hoothoot? We are way too early on to be taking risks, so it's just gonna be a slow grind, I guess. Which, I mean, this early on, I guess that's pretty much all there is just the slow grind, so I guess not anything really out of the ordinary. Not a huge fan of the fact that you're lowering my attack instead of fighting back. Does 4 damage, so even in the event of a crit. Okay, now... Cool. Even that was a risk. So now I'll just swap into one of our other guys. What is with all the hoots tonight? I tell you what. I should have waited to start this up for another like 20 minutes or so. Swapping into Bird Boy. Okay, does 4 damage on a peck. I knew that was a thing. Let's swap into top percent. Spreading that XP real thin. I mean, they're all going to need XP at some point. Cool. Get healed up. You know, I'm doing this to level up my my Weedle, but Weedle ain't seen a lick of battle yet. Alright, we might actually be able to do something here. Nice, poison. So I know burn reduces your physical attack, but does poison have any secondary effect, like reducing your special attack or something like that? Or is it just the solitary effect of just basically the life sapping effects of poison? Like, it's still a super good status effect, don't get me wrong, but if it had that extra effect slapped on top, like, that would be arguably too much, actually, now I think about it. Okay, so depending on how hard this guy hits and what moves it decides to use, Weedle may be able to solo this one again. See, I can't even hardly call it the Bee King until it becomes a bee. This tackle's gonna hurt if it can't get one off. Luckily, it did not. Hey, found a Pokeball. Replenish the one that we accidentally wasted on that level 2 Rattata. I think the game heard me complaining. It's humorous. So here you go. You're not a fan of the Hoot Hoots? Have an army of Rattata. Ew, that hurt. Swap out to Kang. $35 versus 15 with stab. So, heck is better. Because 15 with stab would only be 22.5. That should ding Kang to 6. Just Nice. Alright, we don't want to use the potion given how limited the money is at this point in the game. So, it is definitely a hit the Pokemon Center repeatedly. See, this is one of those moments where I really wish PokeMMO had a speed up button. Not so much for my sake, because I don't mind the grind, but I know you guys don't really want to watch it. But, like, especially starting out a fresh run, like, I want everything to be legitimate. So. I am liking the whole poison on the first go trend. It's only a 30% chance to poison, supposedly. Even though for the last, like, 4 encounters, it's been on the first hit. Hey, I don't know why I'm complaining. Shoot. It's beneficial. This is a super slow leveling experience, though. I suppose I could, given that one rule, I could go ahead and just challenge the rival. Use that to get a good chunk of XP, because the other 3 should be able to handle their own while leveling. It's just this Weedle to Beedrill. It's going to be a bit of a stretch. Decibel. Okay. Yeah, I should have seen it coming. I thought Rattata didn't learn quick attack until 5, though. But, you know, what can you do? Well, sorry, B-King. I failed you as a trainer. Oh. Puts Kang on the front of the list. And as he does know Peck, the most logical place to train Kang would be up in the forest. It would be a Hoot that I would end up against for the first encounter. You know, since we came up here to be able to take down bugs, utilize Kang's Peck. Come on, get the poison off. What are the odds? Hell, let's just finish you off with Peck. Echoed voice hurts bad. Alright, we're actually going to swap out the Shell Shocker. Come on. Give me an encounter. Thank you. There's a fitting encounter. Peck. surprising that's not a one-shot, to be truthful. But to be fair, it's not stab at this low level. One level doesn't make that big a difference. I think we learned double kick at 12, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh no, we learned double kick at 9. It's even better. There's another hoot hoot. If this thing uses echoed voice even once, I'm swapping to Shell Shocker. I'm not risking taking an L on King, because Nidoking can be an absolute unit for a Nuzlocke because he's bulky, he hits like a truck. He's on the slower side, which is unfortunate. Okay, like I said, he used echoed voice, swapping out the Shell Shocker. I'm not risking that L, not this early in the run. Big reason why I'm going to be keeping Bubble and Water Gun is because Bubble affects all adjacent opponents, whereas Water Gun is single target. I guess I could technically have replaced Water Gun with Bubble, but it's fine. Alright, so, yeah. Spinnerack. That would have been an interesting encounter because it's one of the few early route Pokemon that doesn't evolve, period. But due to that, its stats are slightly higher for a first stage Pokemon, if I'm remembering correctly. As Generation 2 definitely is the one I know the least about. Well, no, Generation 5 and beyond. I kind of stepped away from the series after the Sinnoh games. And then, of course, you know, came back for PokeMMO, like, I would argue, like, about 60 to 70% of people who played those original games did the same, though. Tell you what, Spinnerack does give a decent chunk of XP. For this level, at least. I mean, 40 XP is nothing to scoff at. Okay. Got a Hoot Hoot that appeared. You know, as a kid, I definitely thought it was pronounced Hoot Hoot. Because I just paid zero attention, I guess, to the anime. But, in all fairness, I don't really think Hoot Hoot made an appearance in the anime. I'm fairly certain Ash's Noctowl was just always a Noctowl. I don't think he ever had it as a Hoot Hoot. And dang. I apparently need to rewatch the Pokemon Johto series, because I don't remember Hoot Hoot ever making an appearance. But I mean, it's the first route bird. I mean, it has to have made an appearance somewhere in the anime. Okay, this is one that's kind of scary. Not gonna lie. Nice, we got the poison off. I'm gonna swap the Shell Shocker, just because she does hit the hardest. We've got the poison off. Let's go ahead and bubble. Okay. My stress level can go down a little bit. Well, that's mildly upsetting. Okay, using Growl, that's whatever. because Shell Shocker's not using a physical attacking move. Hopefully this bubble reduces speed. It did not. Thunder Wave. It really wants me to head back to the Pokemon Center. Oh, wow. Well, there's our double kick that we were wanting. We will replace Focused Energy, as that's a move I don't really use. Okay. Now Kang has double kick. And there, by the way, was your proof that Pikachu does spawn in these woods. Because I've had quite a few people tell me Pikachu don't spawn in these woods. Like, not only does it spawn here, but it did in the original game. It does here. I mean, I think the only game it didn't spawn here in was Pokemon Yellow, and that's because there weren't any wild Pikachu in Pokemon Yellow. The play. I don't know why I was even questioning. I was thinking for whatever reason Kang was a flying type. Maybe it's the big ears. I was wondering if I was ever going to see another one of you. Okay, so now here's the real question. Peck 70. Okay, yeah, Peck's the way to go. Another level 7 Weedle. See, Weedles are nice, especially with a Nidoran, because you know, only doing 1 damage per poison sting. It's pretty beneficial. Alright, and then since we only need just a touch of XP to hit 10, I'm actually gonna, yeah, I'll swap out to Bird Boy, because we should be able to get a double ding if we do that. As long as this Caterpie doesn't have like a trick up its sleeve. It's gonna slow us down, which it outspeeds us anyway, so it's not that big a deal. What? Why are you not hit? Why you only hit for like 10%? That's more than 10%. It's like 15. Still. Well, I guess we're splitting the XP 3 ways, and yeah. Maybe still. Do we still get the double ding? We should still get the double ding. Yeah. Okay, so we got 2 level 10, so now I think we can go toe-to-toe with our rival. So, rival's team should consist of Bulbasaur and Pidgey, both of which could honestly be disposed of with Kang. I don't even think I need to drag anyone else into it. We'll see. There's a Mankey. making itself known. What is up, my dude? About to take this peck, champ. No, you're not. Alright, and let's go ahead and lead with top percent so that we can get a good chunk of XP. Because Pidgey should have that hard a time leveling. Oh, I don't know. We've seen what damage it wasn't doing to, yeah. Okay, so if I were to guess... Oh no, I'm not going to guess anything. I'm just going to swap out the Kang. Double kick. Nice poison point proc. Surprisingly low damage from that. It's actually somewhat concerning. Not gonna lie. Go ahead and swap out the Shell Shocker. Like I said, this is one of those fights that resets at the end, so we're not stressed too hard about it. Should have led with Shell Shocker though instead of Kang, but what's done is done. Alright, Bulba. Gonna rapid spin. See what Vine Whip does damage-wise. Okay, we can take one more as long as it doesn't crit. And now we'll swap out to Bird Boy, as the Vine Whip will do reduced damage. Or it'll go for a tackle. We're actually going to Sand Attack here. Swap out the top percent. Okay. Kang. Yeah, that's what I thought. And then, like I said, losses in this battle are not counted. Although that Sand Attack was seemingly a waste. And this is why I implemented the rule that this first rival battle does not count. Because I do this almost every time. But yeah, see, it restored them all back to full HP. That's why I decided to say, you know, this doesn't count. But now we can head over here, grab the... where's the item? Apparently there's no item here. Okay, well, that's okay. Alright. So, got the first rival battle out of the way. Grab this item, because you don't want to forget about it. Free potions are huge. Especially early on when, you know, money is tight. Alright, we'll hit... Well, I guess we don't need to hit the Pokemon Center. I forgot it resets their HP. Alright, well, let's get to the entrance to the forest, and I think we're actually going to call it here. Not a huge fan of the way we started out, but oh shoot, sorry about that. That is all for this one, folks. If you enjoy what you see, leave a like and comment letting me know what you would like to see me do with the run moving forward. Make sure to share all your socials. You got the Facebooks, your X, or Twitter, whatever you'd like to call it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.